So today we're going to dig into a corporate guidebook that totally reimagines workplace learning from the ground up. It's all about ditching the old school classroom and turning the entire job site into this powerhouse for building skills. So how in the world do they do that? Let's get into it.
But first, let's just ask the question we've all been thinking at some point, right? Have you ever been stuck in one of those mandatory training sessions, just watching the clock, knowing you're probably never going to use any of this stuff? It's a super common feeling, and it points to this huge gap that this new system is built to fix.
And this slide really nails the difference. On one side, you've got the old way, right? You're sent off-site for these heavy theoretical lectures, and by the time you get back to your job, you've forgotten half of it. The new vision, it's the complete opposite. It's learning that's hands-on, right there when you need it, applied immediately to fix a real problem. It's a huge shift from just listening to actually doing.
Now, to make a change this big, you need a powerful idea to guide you. And this whole philosophy is built around one single, incredibly ambitious goal that kind of acts as the North Star for everything else. Just listen to the scale of this. No losses caused by lack of skill. I mean, think about that for a second. It's not about having fewer losses, it's about having zero. The whole point is to create a place where every single person has the exact skill they need at the exact moment they need it. It's a huge goal.
So, to make that giant vision feel real and achievable, they use this fantastic metaphor. Our workplaces are virtual universities. I love that. It's not just a place you go to work and get a paycheck. It's a place where learning, teaching, and growing are just part of the daily grind for everyone.
And here it is. This is basically the blueprint for that university. It's called the Integrated Work System, or IWS, and it shows how all the pieces connect. Down at the foundation, you see it, the power of zero defects and losses, and the power of 100% employer ownership. The idea is that when those two things are strong, they drive real business results, and at the very top, shareholder value. This single diagram, this is the key to the whole thing.
Let's just double-click on what zero losses really means here. It's this perfect state, this ideal, where every single mistake or inefficiency that happens because someone didn't know something has been completely engineered out of the system through really smart, targeted training.
So how do you actually start building this virtual university? Well, it all begins with a few core principles that totally change the cultural DNA of a place.
First up is this idea of just-in-time learning. You know that feeling of waiting for a training class that's scheduled 3 months away? This is the exact opposite of that. The system is designed to jump on those teachable moments and deliver knowledge right then and there when it's most needed.
And this is backed up by some other really game-changing ideas. For starters, everyone is a teacher and everyone is a learner. Knowledge isn't locked away with a few experts. All the training is performance-based. You learn by doing it for real. And maybe the biggest piece is that leaders don't just send their people to training, they learn first, and then they personally teach their teams. It creates this amazing cascade of knowledge.
And all of that comes together in this simple but honestly brilliant cycle. Learn, do, teach. It's a constant loop. You learn a new skill, you immediately go and apply it to your actual job, and then, and this is the magic part, you solidify that knowledge by teaching it to somebody else. That's what makes the learning really stick and spread like wildfire.
Okay, so we've got the philosophy, we've got the principles, but what does this look like in practice? How does it actually run day to day? Well, it's all powered by this really dynamic 6-step engine. So here's how the machine actually works. It all starts by asking, okay, what skills do we actually need to solve our biggest business problems and stop our biggest losses? From there, you build a plan for the whole site. You develop the right training materials and qualify the right people to teach. Then you pick the best way to deliver it. Maybe it's on-the-job coaching, or maybe it's a super simple one-point lesson. And finally, you actually qualify people, making sure they can demonstrate they've truly mastered the skill.
And this is absolutely crucial to understand. This 6-step process, it's not a project with a start and an end date, not at all. It's a continuous, year-after-year cycle that is constantly looking at business needs and skill gaps to keep everyone learning and getting better.
All right, now for the million-dollar question. What's the payoff? Where does all this effort in this new culture actually lead? Well, it leads in a straight line directly from individual skills all the way to bottom-line business results.
So let's look at that blueprint one more time, because now it all makes sense, right? You can see the full circle. When you give employees true ownership and you relentlessly chase zero losses by building their skills, you get these breakthrough results for the business.
We're not just talking about people being happier, we're talking about better margins, more sales, and getting more out of your equipment.
And this number right here, this shows you just how big the opportunity really is. According to the guidebook, what percentage of a manufacturing site's total losses can be traced directly back to gaps in people's skills and knowledge? The answer is it's huge. It's up to 30%. 30%. That is a massive, massive number.
And the financial impact here is crystal clear. As you can see from this graph, as the skill and knowledge across the organization goes up, the savings don't just go up in a straight line, they grow exponentially. The more capability you build, the more dramatically your costs and your losses go down.
So in the end, you've created this incredible combination. You have a culture where people feel confident, they feel capable, they're excited to contribute. And that positive energy directly fuels continuous improvement and real, tangible business results. It's truly a win-win.
And that really brings us back to that simple, powerful idea we started with. This whole system is about changing what a workplace can even be. It's not just a place to get a paycheck. It's a place to learn, a place to teach, and a place to grow. Which leaves us with one final thing to think about. What if your workplace was your university?